So we have here the full setup for a solo game against the Chronossus. This will be a full playthrough with Chronossus without any module, just the variable anomalies module that you can see it here. Okay, so everything is set up. These are the 3 objective cards for solo play with the Chronossus. This is the board set up for the 2-player game. I'm going to be playing with the Path of Dominance with side A, and I'm going to choose the Samira leader. That allows me to gather one resource from the supply every time I start the cleanup phase. This is the Chronossus pool, where I will choose how many exoskeletons the Chronossus will use every round. So before the impact, Chronossus will have every time at least 3 exoskeletons, and you choose from this box and see if there will be more or just those 3. And after the impact, Chronossus will only have 2 exoskeletons and also draw from this bag here. So let's start with the first round, preparation. Refill the mine. Okay. Now add the recruit pool. Okay. Next is reveal the new super project, and also flip the buildings. Okay. Part 2, the paradox. We don't roll for paradoxes because we don't have any in the first round. Part 3, power up. So I'm going to be powering up my 3 free exoskeletons. I'm starting with 4 power cores, and I think I'm going to use just 1 more for this round. And now I gather 2 water because I'm not using 2 of my exoskeletons. And now to choose how many exoskeletons the Chronossus will have. So we will have 3 at least. And now I'm going to draw from this bag here 5 tokens to see how many more Chronossus will have this round. 3. You have to draw 3. So Chronossus will only have 3 exoskeletons this round. So 2 of these 3 will go back in the bag. 1 will go back in the bag, 1 depleted, and the rest of 2 will be go back to the box. Okay, so for the warp phase, I'm going to choose how many resources I'm going to get. I think I'm going to warp neutronium because I don't have any. Okay, This is mine, and Chronossus will roll this die to see how many, if any. So he doesn't ask anything. Okay, so now for the action phase, the AI will go first. So I'm going to roll the AI die. It's a 4. A 4. Chronossus is going to build a gray building. So we are going to take Chronossus, place it here, and he is going to build the one with the most points, this one. I'm going to place it here. Okay, next for my turn. I forgot to take one of my power cores because I used 4 exoskeletons. So for my first action I will build also. I have to build 3 gray buildings to evacuate, but now I'm going to put my engineer here. I have to pay 1 water for this action, and also I'm going to build one water building, so I'm going to use only 1 resource because I have the engineer, and I'm going to build this one. Even if I got only 1 point, this is a very good building because now every time I wake up my people, I will pay half rounded up water. So I'm going to place it here. Okay, so next for the Chronossus, again 4. So this is the easy mode. In easy mode, when you have this icon here, it does nothing and it doesn't get a point. Okay, so now for my second action, I think I'm going to build again. I'm using my engineer and place it here, paying 2 water this time and becoming the first player. Okay, and I'm going to build a gray building. I need 1 resource like this and 1 gold because I have the discount for my engineer, and I'm playing with the interlocking buildings, and I'm going to build this one here. Okay, so now by building this I automatically gain 2 green resources because I have this one built here, and when I will build the next one I'll gain a gold, 2 gold and 1 point. Okay, so these are used. Okay, now again the Chronossus, it's a 2, so he would build a yellow building, but since there is no space for building anymore, he will just fail this action and gain 1 point for failed actions. So 1 point here for Chronossus. I think I really need water, so I'm going to take this here and place it here to gain 4 water. 5 and 1. Again, now the Chronossus, it's a 5. 5, he's going to recruit. He's going to recruit a genius if he can, and he can recruit a genius. And place the genius here, and he is going to get 1 point. He doesn't get any of the recruit bonus. Okay, so one more action for me. I can also recruit, and I can also recruit a genius, but my second evacuation option is to have a lot of engineers. There is no engineer anyway now there. I cannot recruit with this one, so it will be impossible for me to recruit. I can try to gather one of these resources here, and I can try and get a square, because there are two symbols for square super projects. Yes, and I think I will do that. So I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to choose this side as a square, and I am going to roll this side, hoping to get one of these two symbols or a question mark. So there is exactly 50-50 chances of getting that, and it's not what I wanted, so that was pretty pointless. But I do have this objective here, so I'm going to get this token. That was my last action. Now for Chronossus, last action, he still has one exosuit. It's a 3. He's not going to build because he cannot build anymore, so he's just going to get another point, the 3rd point this round. So this was it for the first round of the game. Okay, now for the cleanup phase, retrieve all the workers. All my workers come back tired. Okay, check for impact and the next era. Before the next era, I forgot to use my ability in the cleanup phase, so I'm going to pay 2 water. To gain 2 resources from the supply. I cannot gain any neutronium, but I will gain I don't have any black ones, so I will get these 2 from the supply because of my ability. Okay, now I did refill the mine, show the next super project, also the buildings, the new buildings, and for the paradox I am the only one who is going to roll this die, because I have here a neutronium that I borrowed from the past. I'm going to get 1 of these. Okay, now for the next phase, the power-up phase. I'm going to be powering up 5 exosuits. Now use 2 cores and get 1 water back. And for the AI, he is going to get 5 in total This one is going back. So he will also have 5 workers this round. Okay, now the warp phase. I'm going to be warping one administrator because I need him to wake everybody up. I'm going to pay 1 water and get this administrator here. Okay, and the AI, again nothing. Okay, now for the action rounds. I am now the first player. So for my first action, I am going to wake everybody up with this administrator. And because I have this building here, I only pay 5. Instead of 5, I only pay 3 water. And now everybody is up. Okay, for the Chronobot, it's a 5. A 5, he is going to do a research, and he is only going to roll this die, because it doesn't matter what symbol he rolls on the other one. So he will get this. He can use this to build a super project. Okay, that was his turn. And now for my turn. So I am going to build a yellow building so I can travel back in time. So I will need 1 water, my last water, 1 gray cube because of my discount, and 1 neutronium. And these both are the same, so I'm taking this one here, placing it here. Okay, that was my turn. Now the AI, he rolled a 4. The 4 is here under these 2, so he will do his first mining. So since there is no neutronium, he will get a green and a yellow resource. So he will get these 2 here. Okay, that was for his turn. Now I'm going to recruit. I cannot recruit a genius because I don't have an administrator, but I will recruit an administrator to send him back next turn. So the administrator comes with 1 victory point. Now for the AI, it's a 3. He will go back in time, but since he doesn't have anything to recover from there, it's a failed action. So for the failed action, he will get 1 point. And because I placed this building here, I will get a neutronium for this interlocking building, I forgot, and I can use this right away to send it back into the past. Since I don't have any water left, I do really need water, so I will send this one here and get 4 water. Okay, now for the AI, again 3. He gets 2 points. So let's get a 5. and put 3 points back. So he has 6 points now. I have 1. And now I do want to build another blue building to get more water. I am going to use this engineer here. I will send him there. I need to pay 1 water, another water, 1 gray and 1 green resource. And I will take this one here because I will be able to get every turn, every round 2 free water. Okay, that was my turn. Let's place this exoskeleton here. Another 3. So he will build a super project. He can build a super project, so he will do that. And he will become the first player. I will discard this token. And he will build the super project with the most points. And this one here has 8 points. So he will immediately build this super project here. Okay, I will now use my free action to gain 2 water. Okay, and that was my free action. Now I do want to build again next turn. So I will just use this one here and go and get a yellow resource and a black one. Okay, now for the AI, it's a 5. He will build, but he cannot build this turn. He will only get 1 point for the failed action. And with my last action, I will send the administrator here. And because I am traveling, I get to move this time travel marker. I will go in this era here, and I'm going to pay this neutronium that I collected after the neutronium neutral light building. Okay. So if I get to do this, to have 6, a total of 6, so 1 more building like this with 3, I will get 1 point for this one here. Okay, so now for the last action of the AI, it's a 4. He cannot build again, but he will get again 1 point. So he has now 8 points. Now in the cleanup phase, I will use this ability to pay 2 water and gain not 1 but 2 resources from the supply. I will get this black one and this green one. Okay, so that's it for the second round. Now to the next era. It's the third era. Okay, so I already finished the preparation phase. Now for the paradox, I will roll for paradox only once because I have this token here. Again, it's 1 paradox token. 1 more and I will have an anomaly. For the power up phase, I will power up my 3 free exosuits and 1 because I only have 1 core, so I get 2 water for the other 2 spaces. And now let's see the Chronossus. So he will get again 2 more beside the 3 that he has. So again with 5 exosuits he will play this round. Warp phase. I think I am going to warp an exosuit because I only have 4 this round and I want another one. And for the Chronossus, he will place 1 of his tokens here. And now for the action round, since the Chronossus is now the first player, he will go first. It's a 3. He will build a super project. He did build a super project. I forgot to place this one there. He will now remove an anomaly, but he doesn't have any anomalies, so he will just gain 1 point for failed action. And now my first action will be the free action to gain 2 water. And my next action will be to wake up everybody with 6 water. So I will only pay 3 because I have this building here. So 3 water to wake everybody up. Okay, now for the Chronossus, it's a 4. He will recruit a genius, and there are no geniuses there, so he will do again a research action where he rolls only this die and get a circle now, and he can build again a super project with this one. Okay, now for my turn. So I do want to get that neutronium from the mining action, so I'll get this engineer and gain a gold and a neutronium. Now for the Chronossus, it's again a 4, and he will build this time again a gray building. So he will take this one because it has more points, 3 points. And the next one is pretty good. You get a point and a neutronium for each gold and the water you spend. So I am going to build also. I want to build going here, so I pay 1 water plus 2 water from here, so I pay 3 water, 1 yellow, 1 black and 1 neutronium. So I'm going to pay all these resources. And I will get this building here that is very good. So every time I use it, I'm going to get 2 points because I have 2 yellow buildings. already. So that was my turn. Now for the Chronossus, it's again a 4, so this time on a 4 he does nothing. Okay, so now I do really need some water. I'm going to use this here and place it and gain 4 water, since I don't have any water left. For Chronossus it's A2, so he will do a mining action, and he will get a black one, and since there is no neotermium, a green one, green and black. Okay, now I'm going to take my engineer, and I'm just going to recruit an engineer. And he comes with the power core that I need for the next turn. Now it's A3. He will build a blue building, so he will build this one here. It's his first blue building. Okay, so with my engineer I'm going to the mine again, and I'm going to take one green and one black resource. Okay, now for the Chronossus it's a 3. He will go back in time, but he cannot do that action, so 1 point. Let's take a 5. Okay, so now I'm going to use this worker here and place it here and go back 1 space. Okay, so when I do this action, I'm getting 1 point for each yellow building I have, so I have 2 yellow buildings, so I get 2 points for this action. And also I'm giving back the administrator, so he's going back to the pool with 1 water. And that was my last action. Now for the Chronossus last action, it's A2. He does nothing again. So now I am not going to use 2 water. I can use 2 water to gain another resource. I have a lot of black, yellow. I don't have so much yellow and black, so I will pay 2 water and get these last 2 resources from the pool. Okay, so that was for the 3rd round. Now for the 4th. Now for the 4th round, the round before the impact, I already did the preparation. Now for the paradox, I'm going to roll 1 for this one. So this round for sure I think I'm going to get an anomaly. Yeah, so it doesn't matter, it's 2 or 1, I still get an anomaly. So because I'm playing with the variable anomalies module, I'm going to pick one of these anomalies that are both identical. So I'm going to pick this one and place it here. Okay, so now I have the option, but this one shouldn't have been here because I forgot that I sent that engineer back, but I still have this one. So this anomaly was for this one, and now the AI will roll for an anomaly and he will get 1. Okay, now for the power up phase. Oh, and I do remove this one now, so I don't have any tokens on this time track. So I'm going to place 3, use this core here, place my 4th, and gain to water. Now for the AI, he will only get 1. So 3 and 1, he has 4 this turn. And for the warp phase, I am going to warp again 1 exosuit. And the AI is going to also warp 1 resource here. Okay, now for the action rounds, the AI goes first. He rolled a 3, so he gets 2 points. Okay, now for my first action will be this free action to gain 2 water. I really need to build these other 2 buildings here, so I'm going to do that. First I am building, because I have this free space here, I am building this one here for 2 water. 1, 2, and 1 gold and 1 black. And let's see what building I am going to choose. I think I am going to choose this one here. So it's an easy way to get a neutronium. Now for the AI, he rolled a 3 again. So he is building a super project. He's building a super project because he has this token here. And he's building 6, this one here, because it has 6 points and it is the oldest, the first one. So he has 2 super projects built, 14 points in total. And by building this building here, I will get 2 gold and 1 point that I forgot to add to my pool. Okay. Again, I lack water, so I will take this engineer. Even if I don't get the bonus, I need to get 3 water from here, so I can wake everybody up next time. Okay, so now for the AI, he rolled a 3 again. He doesn't have an anomaly, so he will just get 1 point. Okay, now I can wake everybody up. I only need 4 water because I have this building here. I need more workers because I only have 4 now left, so I'm using the 4 water. Okay, now let's see. what the AI will do. Again a 3, so he is going to build again a blue building, so no one can build this turn again. He will get the one with more points, this one. Okay, now I really want to recruit more engineers, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this engineer and recruit an engineer with a power core. The AI 4 is going to mine. He's going to take a yellow and a black one. Okay, so my turn. I think I'm going to recruit again. Cannot build. I can go back in time, but I have nothing to no resources here, so I cannot go back in time this turn. I will be able to do this action once. Now I'm just going to take my engineer and go mining, take a black resource and another black one. Okay, now for the AI it's a 5. With a 5 he will gain 1 core to his pool. Yeah, with my other engineer I am going to recruit another engineer. I have to pay 1 water, take the engineer and take again 1 power core, because I will need that after the impact. This is the last exosuit for the Chronossus. He will build a red building, but he cannot build one, so he will get another point. And now I will use this worker here and pay 1 gold and 1 water to get 1 neutronium. Again 1 neutronium and my 5th point, 1 point. So I'm going to get 5 points in total now and pay these two. Okay, now Chronobot, he rolled a 4. He will recruit a genius, but he doesn't have a spot available, so he will do this action here and roll this die, and he will be able to get another super project in the future. Okay, unfortunately I do not have a water to get rid of this anomaly right now, so I cannot do that even if I wanted to. Okay, so that's it for my turn for Chronossus also. So now we check for impact, and impact will happen this round. So I set the map for the impact phase. So in the cleanup phase I did take 1 black cube because of my ability. Okay, so now for the paradox, first will be the Chronossus, because he has one token here and he gets one paradox token, another one, and he will get an anomaly. Next we both roll here, so Chronossus will get an anomaly. He'll get the one that allows him to get back one token, but both of these are before the impact, so now he will get the one with a smaller penalty. He cannot take one resource back. Okay, so now it's my turn to roll, and it's one paradox. Okay, power up. I'm going to power up 1, 3, and 1, 2, because I have 2 power cores, and get 1 water. Okay, now for the Chronossus, he's going to get only 2 now, and 1 more for this. So he gets only 3. Okay, for the warp phase, I think I am going to warp a black resource. Okay, and Chronossus, he will warp 1 also. Okay, now for the action round, Chronossus will go first again. He rolled a 5. He will recruit a genius if he can, but he already has a genius, so he will recruit an administrator with 1 point. That's good because I want to recruit. Oh, I forgot to put this one here. He will not get the bonus, but I will get the bonus. So I am recruiting taking my engineer, and because I'm placing that one here, I'm going to move this one, so I get 2 points. And I am recruiting 1 more engineer with a core. Okay, now Chronossus is a 3. He is going now to take this resource back and go 1 up to that track. I'm going to use this free ability to get to water first. Now if I evacuate, I do need to build this one here to evacuate, so I am building this one now. So my next action will be to build, to take my engineer, and because I am placing it here, I can build 2 buildings now, and I will do that. I will build this one here with 1 black, 2 yellow, and 2 water, and this one here with 1 green, 1 black, and 1 water. So with all these resources, I'm going to build 2 buildings. First I'm getting this one here, so now I can evacuate, and second I will be getting this one here. So this is a one-time use, and basically now I can do 1 action for each yellow building I have. So I have 2 yellow buildings, so I can do 2 actions at full cost on any of these spaces. So I can build again or do that action. I only have one exo suit, so I can only take 1 action of this kind. I want to take this one for the 2 points, so I'm taking my worker. I'm going to get 2 points for this action. 2 points, and I'm going to choose. I'm not going to build any more super projects this time. Let's try with this one here and roll this die. And I roll this, so I will be able to build this super project if I want. Let's get that symbol first. So I do have this one now. For this one I need a neutronium that I have, and 3 black. Okay, so that was the end of my turn. Now for the Chronossus, he rolled a 2, he will recruit with 1 point. He will recruit a worker of this type with 1 point. So he will get for these 5 points and 1 point more. 5 points. So he has here 16 points. I have here 9 points now. Okay, now for my turn. So I won't be doing anything else this turn. When I pass, Chronossus passes also. So let's move this token to the next round and prepare it. So I did use my ability to get 1 black cube from the supply. Now for the paradox, I will roll 1 here once. First Chronossus is going to roll because it is the first player, and he gets 1 paradox. Now it's my turn. I get 1 paradox, 1 more, and I will have another anomaly. I still need to get rid of this one here. And for the second time, again, we both will roll once. Chronossus is going to get 1 paradox, and if I will get 1 paradox, I will have another anomaly, and I do get, it doesn't matter if it's 2 or 1, I do get another anomaly. I will get this one because it allows me to take one of these back. Okay, power up. I'm going to power up my 1 free and 1 more. For here I do not have any more suits, so I get to water. Chronossus is going to power up so he's not going to power up any more suits because he doesn't have, so only 2 for Chronossus. Warp, I'm going to warp again this token here to get 1 more suit for this last round. I think is going to be. Okay, Chronossus 1. And now for the action round, Chronossus will go first. He rolled a 5, and he will do this action. and only roll this die, he get a square. Okay, so if anyone builds this turn, the game will end. I want to get at least one more black cube before I evacuate. So first I'm going to get to water. And now I have enough water to wake up everybody and get 2 more points. And I think I am going to do that. Yes, I'm going to do that right away. Or maybe I will get one more black cube. I think I need, how many? I have 7 workers and 5. Yes, I am going to go to here and get 2 black cubes. Okay, so Chronossus, it's a 4. He will build, he can go here and build a gray building. He'll take this one. Now I'm going to wake everybody up. I get 2 points. Let's take 5 points instead of those 3 points. Okay, with 4 water. Oh no, Chronossus build. He went here, not there, because this space is available. So this is the last round of the game. So now I woke everybody up. And now because Chronossus doesn't have any exosuits left, he can do a time travel action for one last time, and he will do that. This was his final action of the game. Okay, and now I'm going to evacuate. I'm going to take 1 worker, place it here, evacuate. 5 points for this one, and I have 7 engineers and black cubes, so 14, 19. So I'm going to take 20 points. From here and put 1 back. So 19 points for my evacuation, and I'm still carrying with the rest of my actions. We need to get rid of these 2 anomalies. To get rid of them I need water that I don't have. I still have 1 exosuit and can get 2 water, and I'm going to do that with my last exosuit. I'm going to get exactly 4 water. Okay, so now with 1 worker I am going to get this anomaly back. Yeah, and 1 neutronium, and unfortunately I only can do that once. I think this worker dies, but I cannot take 2 anomalies like in the normal game a turn. So this worker dies, I think, at the end of the turn. Let me check. Yeah, so we can remove only 1 anomaly per era. So unfortunately I cannot remove this second anomaly. Okay, so I do remove that anomaly, and now let me check if I can do at least 1 more point. I think I can do. Yes, I'm going to I don't have any workers. Now I'm going to put this one here like this. I'm going to take this one here and go back to take this black cube back and gain 2 points for this action. Okay, I do not have any gold to get 1 more point from here, but I can get 1 gold from here, yeah, so I can do this action, so pay 1 water that I do have and gain 1 gold. And now I can do this action, this other action, to pay 1 water and 1 gold to get a neutronium that I don't care for right now, and also to get 1 point. Okay, so I really cannot do anything else, so I'm going to calculate the final score and get back. So this here is the final score. I managed to beat the Chronossus by 9 points. I was very lucky. Chronossus did not score a lot of points from here and here, so he actually did not score any points. He was not able to get a neutronium, and he was not able to get an engineer, and did not score any points for red and yellow buildings. And I scored a lot of points by the end for my evacuation procedure. 19 points I had. So 58 to 49 final score against the Chronossus.